If your life would be a perfume, what would be its name and how would it smell? _ANXIETY. It would smell like lavender. But not quite enough that you can identify it as lavender. But barely enough to be recognized a little the lavender scent. And continue the endless loop of inconsistence until you drive yourself crazy. That's life's scent to you. Folk. Potential. Unfortunately it wouldn't live up to it. Smells almost like vanilla, but not quite. It could have been such a good vanilla scent, but they just didn't put in the work to get there. Does shitty perfume it'd smell like shit. Eau de toilette. Pastries. It would smell like warm cinnamon, sugar and fresh baked bread. How dare you post a perfume that isn't sad? But truly that sounds lovely. Schema de Soi. It would smell like coffee, cinnamon, and cayenne. It smells pretty good, but there's something about wearing it that makes you uneasy. Like there's something that you forgot to do, but you can't quite remember what it is. Also people keep telling you that they like the scent, but you're not sure if you do. What the fuck, this bottle is empty. Exhaustion. It smells like a glass of wine and salty tears. Le potato. It will smell like toes and potato farts. Well, all the good ones are taken. I guess I'll go with disappointmente and it smell like my friends and family's faith in me. Looks like a simple, basic bottle called Potential filled with an amazing, addictive smell to anyone who sniffs it. Unfortunately, no one knows how to open it. Depression. It smells like sadness and freshly made macaroni because I make macaroni when I'm sad. Tap water. It's that bland. Depression. It would smell like a mint coconut, but you could also smell leather and sweat, and rubbing alcohol. Deception. It would smell like sewing gear inside a biscuits box. Thanks for cum. Lessons de cochon. I cooked bacon and eggs for breakfast. Eau de mer. You can guess the smell. Shit water? Smells like the same then. Tilde human fecal matter. Tilde it would smell like shit. Asterisk OD. Coli asterisk. Edit. Because E. coli is the bacteria responsible for the smell. Funny joke, haha. I'll see myself out. Plus. Ha 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 ha. A plus. Please stay. Ambitious Peasant by Simeon Fragrances. The smell of the great meal that the neighbors are having combined with the scent of your mates. New Range Rover. Regret. Depression. It's just a really heavy but empty bottle that cannot be filled with anything because it doesn't open up. Well, I think I would name mine the same. That's heavy. Runde, and it would smell like tequila and dog hair of the dog if you will. Who are you? Jax Films. It would probably be something like sensory overload scent. It's several different scents all blended together until it smells somewhat like vanilla, but no, it isn't vanilla. You think for a second that you recognize one individual scent. Then it becomes another. Passion by Al. The scent of my sweaty balls. Designed for men and women to share. It belongs to everyone. Seasonal affective disorder. Sad. Smells like honeydew and jasmine tea. Peach with wilted roses and rusted chains of life with no contentment. Oh my gods. There's so many decent smelling perfumes here. But this takes the winner. That smell sounds actually really good to me. Toil. A mix of deep fryer oil, tears, and cocaine. Pain and insomnia. It would smell like Tabasco but hotter. Poopy nuts, and it would smell like poopy nuts. My username. Newport, Wales. Oof. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. It's called Dinner Time, and it smells like beef and gravy. Epic burnt leather and gaping assholes. Name. No idea. Scent. Like marijuana. Depression. And it would smell like rain. It would smell like bed sheets that should have been washed. Not gross bed smell, but the smell of a bed that has had a human spend many hours in it. Perfume smells like perfume. Diesel. It would smell like diesel exhaust pre-DPF. Lucky. Smells like happiness and violence. Bear mace. Why's that? Alaskan? Close but no. Mocha Cafe. Smells of coffee, chocolate chip cookies and chocolate, my favorite treats. I am a diesel mechanic now, and I have an obsession with Blackstone griddles and dedicated my COVID self-isolation by trying to make the perfect hamburger. I present you chopped beef. Smells like two types of very different grease existence, with a bunch of fancy letters with the dots and shit. Aroma would be of a dumpster water. Ever smell a dumpster full of dog shit and dead bodies on fire? That, plus a hint of funeral flowers. Disenchantment. Happy cake day. You too. My perfume is called disappointment and it smell like bitch in here. Shit. It would smell like shit. Dave, smell like retard. Normal. It smells like a model show home in a new build neighborhood. Ouch, that might just be the worst one yet. La Travail, it would smell like sweat, grease, and gasoline. Well, if it was made on the west coast of the USA, it would be called WTF Were You Thinking, and smell like burning buildings, random gunfire, looted stores, and socialist tears. Looks great on the outside, smells terrible. Bland or it'd smell like nothing, cause nothing ever changes. Motherfucker by Samuel L. Jackson. Sadness is great. It would smell like blueberries but with cayenne in it to change the smell so that you have no idea what you're smelling and it pisses you off not knowing. Straight up fucking shit. The odd one out. Or some fancy version like T3O. Smells nice enough but just never quite fits the occasion you want to wear it for. Weirdly awkward. You can smell orange but not completely. It's like all fruits in separate places as one perfume. Being said, you can't fucking identify it and that's why it's so stupid. Z-ass smell. It smells like shit. It would be called despair. It would smell like blood, sweat and tears. Fell deep. It would smell like the ocean shores mixed with black rose and I can tell you those two smells don't go well together. Eau de Cologne. You can probably work out the smell. Gray. It would smell like the library. Baked goods, sweaters, and a little cinnamon. It just kinda sits in the back of your drawer collecting dust. You like it but not enough to wear it. Its name would be numb, and it would smell like water, no smell. What? It'll smell like bamboo and other random leaves. Because I like to eat them and confuse people. Also some paper and paint. I love books and drawing. Probably also the smell of dead worms after the rain when they all get killed by cars in. Disgusting smelling plastic like paper representing how much I hate my life. Altogether, even the smell would be what? Recipe for cola: 1/2 cup of almost burnt honey, some lime zest, whatever the heck comes out of a lime. When you press it, some cilantro and carbonated water. Mix the lime zest and cilantro together with whatever the heck comes out of a lime when you press it, then put it together with almost burnt honey, let it cool down. Mix the carbonated water with the other mix you just made. Now you have something. I don't know if you have cola, but that's how I made it, so yeah. Dumpster fire. It would smell like hot garbage and kerosene. I think it would be named CONFUSION, and it will smell, well, confusing. Sewer for men. Toxic lemon. Smells like lemons, sugar, cyanide, and carbon monoxide all had a beautiful baby girl and she got a bunch of plastic surgery and prostitute herself. Happy cake day. Wow, this is such a great post. You are so great. I saw some of your other posts too. You are funny. Extra virgin, and it would smell like gasoline cause I love it. Asterisk in Cubo. Asterisk. It would be a cheap perfume. Pretty basic stuff, but with a hint of something out of place. White musk and berries. Plus some weird shit like wet hay or burnt wood. Something like that, I think. Sauté. It smells like onions and garlic and olive oil in a hot pan. The bitter and the sweet. It would smell like sugary coffee. Eau de fumée de combustion. We'll use ghee royal with a backdrop of WD-40 and diesel fuel. Anyone who's ever worked on tractors know exactly the smell I am describing. Eau de trans lady. It would smell like gunpowder in a clean wet towel initially, with after hints of citrus. A warm summer day, and pine. Rock and roll baby. With this dream nothing comes true. Limited time offer. Available in only select stores. La Potato, smells like sweat, shit and vomit. Ass and ass. Fart spray shit. I wish, if my life were a perfume, it would be an anti-perfume that removes perfumes and molds from the air. Yes, I have allergies. Oof. It smells like a very faint smell you used to know but can't identify. Pungent lemon, very bitter, with a lingering taste of wine. It'd be called Giverdale. It'd smell like a mix of cigarettes, burnt metal, and chicken and turkey shit. Mostly chicken and turkey shit. The ideas of no use smells leak creativity. TAHT has been lost in time. Lack of motivation, sweat, Axe deodorant, and just a hint of day-old popcorn. Inverser. It makes everyone around you smell better. Backslash. To give context, it seems like anyone who covers anything I make gets decent popularity from it. Except for me. It would be named Musty. It would smell like chalk, sweat, and hairspray because I am a gymnast. Shit, I think you can guess how it smells. Deception de Lofi would smell like moldy cheese. I don't think anyone would want a shit-smelling cologne. Sweet grass, I love that smell. Endless optimism, and it smells what you imagine. Sunlight smells like just kinda warm and outdoorsy. Its name would be asshole, and it would smell like shit. UNFORTUNATEVENTS. Its smell would fluctuate between amazingly perfect, passable, disgusting, and garbage, but you'd still wear it even though it often smelled bad because amazingly perfect smelled amazingly perfect and you were scared of what would come after you stopped wearing it. Call it trash, and it would smell like shame, failure, and my father's disappointment. Hot dog, a redneck nest. Ode to what? Smells like gunpowder. WD-40. Sawdustin. Somehow. Fresh baked bread. At 110 pounds I've shot fireworks. Learned to sword fight. Stage combat, I only want to look cool. Done some rough carpentry. And made some awesome breadsticks. Yet it's the boxing lessons that no one ever seems to believe. The tears of the heart. It would smell at first sweet, like lavender, but as it fades, the smell changes to something more sour, like lemon zest. If that makes sense, then it returns to a mildly sweet scent, like vanilla. I was very cheerful as a child, but after 5 years of abuse from my stepmom, I became more depressed and was afraid of almost everything, wondering if it would get me in trouble. Then after finally moving into my birth mom's place, I have started to feel better. Aside from the occasional negative thoughts about myself. Miserable depression, it would smell like blackberry with a hint of rain scent. Terrible, and terrible. Pessimist smells okay I guess, but only bad things will come from wearing it. Shite smells like trash and very old comic books. Procrastinato smells heavily of strong spray deodorant with a spice of body odor and a lingering hint of crusted jizz. Ode to lonely. Smells like when you hit your head too hard and you taste and smell something that it would be called later, and it would smell like when the litter box almost needs to be changed, but it could wait until tomorrow morning. Brain funk, a poor dripping combination of strongman and air traffic control aromas. The contradiction. It's just a bunch of conflicting smells that no one can figure out how or why they all go together. It would be called, and it would smell like fresh air. I'm a nobody and my life is neither especially good nor especially bad. Which makes me so uninteresting that my perfume would just be nothing. You would have to have a very specific liking for the smell, I think. It would smell like a musty basement in a way, but also like fresh cut grass. I can't think of a name that would describe this. What the fuck? A smell that you've definitely smelled before but you just can't seem to pinpoint exactly where. You've smelled it. It's sort of a smelly smell. A smell that smells smelly. Piece of shit. Disappointment. I would be called I am a, and it would smell like disappointment. Summer showers. It would smell like wet tar. Feces flambe. All you need is a doorstep. Maybe insecticide. It would be called Ascents. It would smell like shit. Because life right now is shit. It would keep people away. It would help with witches, Apple would say. Our newest innovation. Then the next one would be depression. Pronounced with an accent. It would smell like two fat guys after they showered and took one step outside. With that sort of good but stink stuck under their left tit that seeps through a little. The third one would be a diction. It would smell like that skater dude that sprays too much Axe to cover the stink that everyone knows is there. Because I'm a dick on its own doesn't come through enough. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.